All right, we're up and we're live. How is everybody? We're getting ready to start here on OlympicChannel.com. You can see the venue. It's the beautiful music hall. Probably the most beautiful venue we've ever used. We got some great lifters in here. Sergey Bilye from Ukraine, Dmitry and Sarkin from Russia, Dmytro Semenyenko from Ukraine, Ian Bell, USA, Stan Guillermo, Norway, Sofiane Belxier, France, David Coimbra, Brazil, Sasha Stedenbach, Germany, Charlie Connor, USA, Jan Vajera, Poland, and Christopher Eichland. We've got the best squatter in the world record holder, probably take a shot at the world record this time in Dmytro Semenyenko. You've got two amazing benchers. Charlie Connor owns the world record in the 105s. Jan Vajera owns the world record in the 93, so we might see a shot at one or both of those world records. And the deadlift record right now in the 93s is well within Ian Bell's range, so he might have a shot at that too. Plus, Sergey Bilye could have a good shot at the world record total. So we'll see what happens now. Jan Vajera's up now. Obviously, we're in Poland. It's very exciting. He's a master's lifter and still exceedingly competitive here in the open class and is the world record holder in the open class. So again, ready to start in a minute. All right, here he comes. Jan Vajera. Three 320 is the lightest opening weight we have here. Unbelievable to me. Very easy. Very easy for Jan Vajera. Brilliant. 3 whites there. It's a way to start it off. There's Big Mike Zelinski, technical controller. Absolutely beautiful. All right, here he comes, David Coimbra, 320 kilos from Brazil, coached by Eric Oishi. Down and up, very easy for David. There's Eric Oishi. Depth, no lift for him. See if we get a replay on that. Now we're not seeing depth. I mean, David can have problems with depth, so that is definitely can be a problem there for him. All right, so here we are, OlympicChannel.com. If you're looking for it, go to the World Games event. All right, Stedenbach got 3 whites. Oh, no, 2 reds. Sorry. For depth, let's see the depth here. Wow, I don't know. He got 2 reds, 1 from each side. I did this. I did this session earlier today, 3:45 coming up here for Ian Bell opener. I had the raw score sheet, so it's going to make it a little hard not having the score sheet live scoring as we're going along. But I can try to at least keep you apprised of sort of where we are. It's hard doing it live like this without the score sheet. Ian sometimes has problems with depth. So let's see what happens here for him. That looks great. Let's see what they say. 2-1. There he goes. He's a little bit shy on depth there, coached by James Townsend. Looks like Christopher Eikeland's up next. Here he comes. Christopher Eikeland's out, 350 kilos. Christopher's known he takes very small jumps in his lifts. Opens big and he only goes 10 or 15 kilos farther in any of his lifts. So let's see what happens. Very consistent in what he does. But he takes very, very small jumps. Sometimes I think opens a little bit too heavy. That looks fairly easy right there for Christopher. Here's Kim Rhino watching him, his teammate. 2-1. Dimitri and Sarkeen. 360 kilo opener. And Sarkeen should be right in here for the gold medal. He and Billier should be the 2 that are battling it out. Now remember, this is 2 weight classes here. This is the 93s and the 105s together. So the fact that somebody lifts more doesn't mean they necessarily win. It's done on body weight by Wilkes formula. And look at how beautiful that the music hall is, the opera hall. Absolutely stunning. Probably the nicest venue ever for a powerlifting event. And Sarkeen down. A little crooked with that. Let's see what the referees say about it. There you go. All right. 2 whites. I don't know what the red from the front was, probably for depth. I can't see. All right, here comes Charlie Connor up. Charlie is a great bench presser and may be able to take a shot at the world record in the bench press today. We'll see. He's starting out here in the squat. He's also a great squatter. Believe this is a 370 opener. Looking at the weights on the bar. Two reds. No good. Like to be able to see it again, take a look at it. Boy, he looks like Charlie always looks like he's straining there in his squat. All right, Sofian Belkse's coming out now, 377.5 opener from France. See big Mike Zelinsky standing there. Sergey Bilyu, oh no. That is Stian with Jermo standing behind him, waiting to come out next. Here's Belkse, 377.5. Notice his shoes. He's wearing very flat shoes, almost like someone would wear to deadlift in. He's a very wide stance squatter, too. See what they say. 3 white lights for Sofian. Very, very good. Here comes Stian with Jermo up. Coached by Dietmar Wolf. There's Dietmar Wolf. There's Stian with Jermo. Looks like a good opener by Stian. Let's see if he gets it up. There he goes. Very good. It's also interesting he's got the left side in. There's Heidi Hilly, who'll be lifting tomorrow. There's America's Bill Clayton there as referee. There we go. There's the warm-up room. There's Sergey Bilyu opening at 385. He has to be the favorite coming into this. Bilyu is such a consistent performer here. Very good opener there. Very good opener there by Sergey. And he's well-rounded. He's good in all three disciplines. That's why it makes it very tough for anybody to beat him. He makes attempts. He's a great world-class squatter, great bencher, amazing deadlifter, so it makes it hard. He's going to be at the back of the flight for all three, and he's going to get the choice too of last pull, so it kind of helps. He's going to be one of the last pullers, so he can make a change if he wants. And here he comes now. Semenyenko is going to probably take a shot at the world record. He's opening now at 415 kilos. And this is a big number because 10 years ago, super heavyweights did not open at the number that this 105 is opening at. So men that weighed 150 pounds more than him did not squat as much as he is opening with here. And he'd add 400 in as his opener and now doing 415. There we go. All right, here goes David Coimbra for his second. Or sorry, for his opener. 320. Let's see what happens here. A lot of times he hits height. 3 whites there. All right, so 325 is good for him now. So he went up. He probably felt that he had a little problem with depth. So he felt that he had a little trouble. Here comes Sasha Stedenbach now up. All right, here comes Stedenbach out. He's down. He's up. All right, 3 white lights for Stedenbach there. All right, so now Jan Vajera's up. All right. So Jan Vajera's up now at 340 kilos. There's a lot going to go on here, guys. So kind of hang on and try to follow along because there's going to be a lot of moves here. 3 white lights for Yan Vajera. He's tough. He's a tough old guy there. And he's good too. All right, so he's good there. Next up is going to be Christopher Eichlin coming up, 355. As like I was saying before, Christopher takes very small jumps. He's going from 350 to 355. It's about as small a jump as you can take. So here is Eichlin up, 355. He came in weighing one of the heavier competitors. He's right on the edge of the 105 class, as is Stan Vajermo. The two Norwegians came in as if they were competing just as 105. They didn't come in lighter to try to improve their Vilk scores. But it just looks so hard for him right there. That looked like a third attempt for Christopher. And it's 3 white lights. So now he's on the board with 350 and 355. And again, I was saying that he likes to take very, very small jumps. And for me, I just think that it means that he's opening too heavy. I'd rather see him take a 15 or 20 kilo jump. I'd rather see him open at 340 instead of 350. But this is the way the Norwegians choose to do it. Right now, Ian Bell's up 357 and a half. 357 and a half. Everybody's taking fairly small jumps. I mean, Ian, this is 12 and a half. Belksier's taking 12 and a half. And Sarkeen's taking 10. Nobody's going crazy here. Stan Vajermo's taking 7.5. Again, the Norwegians with fairly small jumps. Sergey Bilye is taking 15. Let's see what we say for Ian here. 3 white lights. There you go. He goes 2 for 1 on his. He was 2 to 1 on his first, and there he goes. 3 white lights for Ian Bell. 357. Semenyenko's taking the largest jump. He's gone from 415 all the way to 432 for a new world record. I kind of featured that you had a couple of guys who could take out world records. One is Semenyenko in the squat. 2 are Jan Vajera and Charlie Connor in the bench press, and Ian Bell in the deadlift, and Bilye in the total. So we'll see how this all plays out here. And Sarkeen up now at 370. Nope. And this is, and Sarkeen does this an awful lot. Very out of control. It happened at last year's Worlds. He is usually the strongest man on the platform, but just never seems to really, truly put it together. He has great lifts. I mean, he's, has a shot at winning this meet coming in. Right now, their projected Wilks for the two of them are 627 for Bilye, 624 for Sarkeen. Charlie Connor's up now. Charlie Connor missed 370 on his opener, moved up to 372 and a half. The reason for that, probably a lot of coaches feel that they couldn't get depth because of the gear being so tight, or the wraps being so tight, so they put a little more weight on there. They're also trying to make up 2.5 kilos if they think it could help them. Looks like Charlie's in there for depth. Let's see what happens. There he goes, 2 to 1. So, Charlie's going to be ranked pretty high after the squat and after the bench press. The deadlift hurts Charlie, though. It's not his best. You can see he's not really built like a deadlifter. He's built like a bencher and a squatter. And then you have this man, Sofian Belksier, coming out, good at 377.5, taking 390. Now he is built like a deadlifter right here. So Sofian's got exactly the opposite issue, that he has a great squat, a great deadlift, and just an adequate bench. But he's working on his bench. His bench opener is 265. Charlie Connors is 312.5. So that'll tell you where the difference is. But Belksier's deadlift opener is 320, while Charlie Connors is only 265. You have to be world class and almost on record pace if you're only going to be good in two lifts, and both of these guys are. All right, so Belksier's up now, 390. It's just an absolutely immense amount of weight at 390 kilos, 860 pounds, 859. Kind of helicopter a little bit. See what he does. And it's good 2-1, right? And that's fair. I mean, that was definitely a borderline lift for Belksier. Sarkeen is retaking his 370. Charlie Connors going up from 372.5 to 382. Jan Vajera is going from 372.5, taking a 10-kilo jump to 382.5. I'm sorry, Charlie Connors. That's Charlie doing that. Jan Vajera is going from 340 to 350. Stedenbach 337.5 to 345. So everybody's taking fairly small jumps, but you have the two Norwegians. Stan Vajermo is going at 7.5. He's coming out right now. And Eikeland, from his second to his third, is going 355 to 360. So he took a 5-kilo jump, 50 to 55, and now attempted another 5-kilo jump to 360. Stan Vajermo's up now, 390. Stian right now is in fourth place. Semenyenko, by way of his 415 opener, is in first. He's going to take a shot at the world record in 3 attempts. Sergey Billier will be right before him at 400 pounds. 400 kilos, 881. Wow, he just looked high to me on that. Couldn't see his hip, but he just looked high from where that camera angle was. There you go. Yeah, no good, 2-1. It just looked, just from the position he was in, now we're getting to see it from the front, but just from looking at it and how far he went down, you couldn't see it there. But just looking at the way he was going down, as a referee looking at that, I'd say it wasn't deep enough. You could just tell his body position wasn't right. Sergey Bilyu's up now. Good at 385, taking a 15-kilo jump to 400. Big Mike Zawinski there. And that bar starting to bend there, 400 kilos. Belksier is put in from 390 to 395, a very small jump. He's just looking to pick up that extra 5 kilos there. And that was awfully tough, that 390 for him. Now Billier's up here with 400. There you go. Nice and easy. Nice and easy attempt. Nice and smooth. And it should be 3 white lights for Billier. Yeah, that was a nice, easy attempt. Watch this. Nice and slow, controlled descent. And just comes back up. Be interesting to see what he puts in for his third. All right. Stian Vajermo has passed on his third attempt. All right. Semenyenko now is attempting to break his own world record. He's at 432 to break his own world record. All right, so here comes Semenyenko to try to break his own record. He'll try to set the world record of 432, take it back. I've seen him set the world record in the squat 2 times, I believe. And let's see if he can set it again here. 432. So Stian Mojerma has scratched on his third attempt. It looked tough. That miss at 390 was tough for him. See what Semenyenko can do here. I'm shaking there. It's just a lot of weight. Very easy, down and up. Down and up for Semenyenko. Should be a good lift. Should be 3 whites there. 3 white lights for Semenyenko. All right. So now we're finished up here. David Coimbra's up now. 340. He took 320, missed it just high. Put 325 on the bar to try to get that extra 5 kilos to help himself down. Now he's looking for 340. David's been a little beaten up over the last couple of years, but let's see how he does here. Coached by Eric Oishi. All right, Coimbra's up here now, 340. All right, let's take a look here. Coimbra's good there at 340. Here comes Stedenbach up. Sasha Stedenbach taking 345. He missed 337 and a half. Retook 337 and a half. Now he's going for 345. Good depth. Nope, not going to come up. Not going to come up with it. So he's going to get credit with his second attempt. All right, he's going to get credit with a second attempt of 337 and a half. Now we have up Jan Vajera, 350. He was good at 320, good at 340, then took a 10-kilo jump to 350. Here he comes, world record holder in the bench press, 93-kilo class. Yeah, it's very easy right there. Is experience. There's experience and great speed for Yan Vajera. Yan Vajera. Huh, that's awesome. They're so happy. This is good speed from him right here. Bang, up. That's 350, just like that. 771 in American money. Move that awfully fast. All right, right now, Ian Bell's up. Oh, sorry. Christopher Eikeland's up. He was good at 350, good at 355, and now trying 360. Oh, Tommy's sitting there watching in the audience. World record holder in the bench press himself. So I guess he's hoping probably to see a world record here. Right now, Eikeland's up at 360. Again, go to 350, go to 355. Now trying for 360. He's taking those very small jumps that the Norwegians like to take often. It's going to be followed by Bell USA, 65. No. Lost his balance a little bit. I don't think that was a strength issue with Christopher. All right, so he did not take it. Just Kim Rhino. Kim Rhino. Heidi Haley. They're watching on. Right now we have Ian Bell up at 365. Is good at 345. Good at 357 and a half. Good at 365. Because Ian is a much lower bench pressure than the rest of these men, he's got to make 3 attempts here and then use his deadlift as the weapon to try to get up on the medal stand. His opener, his bench press opener, is the lightest by about 20 kilos. And is almost 100 kilos less than Charlie Connors. So that kind of puts that in perspective. Charlie Connors the best of the 105s, but still, it's still a 100-kilo difference. So that'll let you know the difference between him and the top of the pack. Generally, class is opening at more than 80 kilos more. No, Ian just couldn't get that. All right, that kilos may come back to haunt him. We'll see. But the idea is not to try to make it up in the bench. Just try to hit the benches, get 3 benches, build that total, and then allow his deadlift to do the work. Right now, we got Dimitrian Sarkin up, 370 kilos. He missed this on his second. Again, this is, in Sarkin can be very inconsistent. Very inconsistent in what he does. So he missed this 370 on his second. Let's see what he takes. Now he's replacing the bar, struggling a lot. He's not even going to take it. All right, so in Sarkin, 3 red lights. Obviously, didn't even really get it out of the rack. All right, next up now is Charlie Connor, 382 and a half. So Charlie's a very good squatter. You can see he's squatting at the back of this flight. He's a great bencher. He'll be starting at the last bencher in the flight, but then his deadlift hurts him. His deadlift opener is set at 265. You know, so he is 70 kilos below where Sergey Bilyev's opening. So he's got to make his money on his squat and on his bench press. He's the best in the world in the 105s. He's already missed an opener at 370, took a jump to 372 and made it, try to make up a little bit of ground. Also, that extra 2.5 kilos helps him get down in the suit. Now he's gone up 10 kilos to 382.5. I'm sure Charlie would have been a lot happier with this being an attempt at 390, but right now he's at 382.5. He's got to nail this. Let's see what the referees say. 3 white lights, and I think Charlie could have handled 390. I think that's probably where it would have wound up, at about 390, maybe 392, but definitely 390. So he lost by missing that opener. He cost himself about 7.5 kilos here that he left on the platform. But it's smart. You know, these are elite athletes, always lifting on the edge. All right, Sofiane Belchier is up. 395. And again, he's got a different issue than Charlie. He's a great squatter and a great deadlifter and not such a good bencher. Makes it a little bit harder being a great bencher and not a great deadlifter, because that means you don't get last choice. If you're a great deadlifter, you're deadlifting at the back of the flight. You can determine the order and how people take, and you can lean on them. When you're just an average deadlifter or a decent deadlifter, you can't use your deadlift to lean on the other lifters to make mistakes. There's sometimes 4, 5, 6, 7 attempts between you and the leader. You want to be as close to the leader with your deadlift as possible. All right. So right now, Sergey Bilyev is coming up 407.5. Sergey is also very light. He's 98 kilos. Lifting in this class, he could weigh as much as 105, but he's coming in at 98 kilos. The idea is to come in here as light as possible. And then a normal meet where you're lifting just by total, the idea is to come in obviously as heavy as possible within your weight class to be able to lift. But here, you want to be a little lighter if you can to get yourself more Wilks points, because that's the determination. So Bilyev's up. So right now he's got Semenyenko lifting behind him, trying a world record of 440.5. Right now, Sergey Bilyev is up 407.5. Boy, is it a struggle. And his thirds often look like that for Bilyev. And there you go. Very quickly becoming one of the best powerlifters in history. He's 27 years old, but it's just awesome. Look at how strong he is there. It's 407.5 kilos. My goodness. All right, now Semenyenko's coming out to try 440.5. He's going to try to extend his world record. I'm not sure why he went 440.5. It's allowable. You can chip or use quarter kilo plates to make a half anytime you want on a world record. But I'm not sure why he didn't just go 440 or 437.5. that half kilo, using that there on your third attempt once you've already set the world record, is often a tool that's used to improve your total, to make someone behind you have to pull more weight. In this case, it doesn't really exist. I'm not sure why they did a 440.5. Maybe it's just the usual way they do it on their thirds, just to pick up that half, and they're not changing anything. But this is by formula. This is by Wilks. So we'll see what happens here. 440.5. That 432 looked pretty good. The weight always looks high in his back, but a lot of times he'll smoke these weights, but smoke them high, obviously high. Very easy. Let's see what the referees say. There was Larissa Solovyova, who's in the running right now for best lifter of the meet. She won gold medal. She won the middleweights. Has one of the highest Wilks totals in the history of the sport. So there's where we are at the break. Semenyenko's in first with the 432 world record. Billier second with 407.5. Sofiane Belxier 390. Charlie Connors at 382.5 with Stan Guillermo. And Sarkeen is in at 360. Ian Bell 357.5. Jan Vajera 350. Now this is going to change around an awful lot. An awful lot. You're going to have guys jumping up. Charlie Connor is going to be able to jump up. Jan Vajera is going to be able to jump up, because both of them are exceptional bench pressers. They're going to jump up. Someone like Ian Bell is going to drop down. And Sarkeen will jump up a little bit. Belxier will fall back a little bit. That's kind of where we're going to be. Semenyenko's got to try to hang on and do what he's going to do. Does not have a great bench, has a decent bench, so we'll see what happens. And now we have switched to the deadlift. All right, so we skipped the bench press totally, for those of you watching. All right, unfortunately, we didn't get to see what happened. But I will tell you that we did not have a world record in the bench press. Charlie Connor made his 312.5, missed 2 world record attempts, one at 325. And then again on his third at 325. Stan Guillermo, we saw, didn't look great in the squat. He only made his second attempt bench of 282.5. Christopher Eichlin opened with 290, missed it, went to 295, missed it twice. He can now not total. Ian Bell went 217.5, 225, and 230. So very conservative there. As I said earlier, he needs to come in and make 3 bench presses. That's his job right there. So he went 217.5, 7.5 kilo jump to 225, and then a 5 kilo jump to 230. So that's smart right there. He went 3 for 3. There were only 4 lifters that went 3 for 3. Sasha Stedenbach also went 265, 270, 275. Dmitry Semenyenko went 265, 272.5, and 280. So very good choices by him. And Sergey Billier, the superstar, 285, 295, and then something he wouldn't usually do, but trying to make that 2.5 kilos. He went 297.5 for his 30. He only took a 2.5 kilo jump because he needed that. Right now, Billier's in first, Semenyenko's in second, Charlie Connor's in third, Jan Wadzera is in fourth, Dimitrian Sarkin is in fifth. There's going to be a major change going on here. All right, there'll be a major change going on here with the deadlifts. Billier and Semenyenko will stay at the top. Sarkin will move up. Connor and Vajera will drop down. Belxier will move back up, as will Ian Bell. Ian Bell will jump after opening deadlifts. He makes them. He will jump from 10th place into 4th with his opening attempt deadlift. Here comes Jan Vajera. Opening attempt, 280 kilos. That is not 280 on the bar. That's what his opener said it would be. It's 260 right there for him. Charlie Connor had called for 265. All right. Charlie Connor's up now, 265. So these two guys, the first two deadlifting here, Vajera and Connor, are going to drop dramatically. They're going to drop to 7th and 8th after their openers. That's where having that great deadlift really helps you out here. All right, Stian Wajermo's up now. Now look at the big jump. You have Jan Vajera open at 260. Charlie Connor open at 265. They're great benchers and squatters. The next lowest opener after Charlie Connor's 265 is 305 by this man, Stan Wajermo. Stan Wajermo's coming up now. So he's opening at 40 kilos more than Charlie Connor and Jan Vajera. That's why the two of them are going to drop. And that's why a big deadlift helps you out there. Very easy. 3 white lights for Stian Wajermo. All right, next up is his teammate Christopher Eikeland, 325. There's Dietmar Wolf, the Norwegian head coach, former tank commander in the German army, now works for the Norwegian government. Christopher Eikeland's up now. Did not record a bench press, had a good 355 squat, did not record a bench. He's up now at 325. Christopher Eikeland. Very easy. It's a good opener. That's the way a deadlift opener should look. So the way he turns his feet back in, that was a rule change from a few years ago to prevent people from getting their feet hit. It's turned all the way out, and as they drop the bar, they'll have to lift their feet and pull them back in. Some lifters actually pick their feet up off the ground and move them in. Right now, David Coimbra's up 327.5 on the bar. His cousin, Coimbra, lifted for Luxembourg, who has the world record in the 105 class. And there we go. And 3 white lights for David. There's just such a major separation here between Connor and Vajera. It's hard for them to keep up. After openers, they will drop severely. And again, by example, Ian Bell will move from 10th into 5th or 6th place. Stedenbach will move from 9th to 5th. Major jumps here. Sarkeen, Semenyenko, sorry. All right, and Sarkeen is up now. It's the same weight at 330. And he is now sitting at 1,042 total. 1,042 total. Put in a second attempt of 342.5. David Coimbra's gone from 327.5 to 345. And Sarkeen's up now, 330. And that is very good. 2-1 in Sarkeen. Interesting. Okay. Good lift, though, for Sarkeen. Now Sasha Stedenbach is up 335. All right. Here comes Sasha Stedenbach up 335. Very, very, very easy for Stedenbach right there. All right, loading the bar now to 340 for Sofiane Belxier. And here's where that big deadlift comes in. He stands in 9th position right now. This will move him from 9th after the bench press into 4th place. Just vaults him forward. He's got a very middle of the pack bench press, a great squat, and a great deadlift. Very easy. So there you go. In the 4th place now for him. 3rd place for right now. In 3rd place right now. Billier's coming up. This will move him into 1st place, 350 kilos. Get a 407.5 squat opener. Sorry, best squat. Bench press at 297.5. Opening at 350. 771 in the deadlift. So the world record in total is within his reach. All right, there he goes. Sergey Billier, easy opener of 350. So he's got an easy shot. He's at 1055 right now in total. Belchier is at 1,002 after first deadlifts, and Semenyenko's at 1,042. You're watching premier powerlifting right here. Right now, Ian Bell is up 357.5. Ian gets that bench press up. There's not anybody who can really stop him. I think his squat is going to continue to go up. But this is his primary weapon. If he can raise his bench press into the 265, 270 range, we really can't be stopped. $260 would even be a huge help. Right now, 357.5. He wants this world record, I'm sure. At this point, he has very little shot of being on the medal stand, but he has a point of setting a world record right here on TV in front of a worldwide audience. Easy opening attempt. 3 white lights, Ian Bell. Sam Wajera's up now, 280 kilos, taking a 20-kilo jump from 260. Had a good bench of 305, tried to take a shot at breaking his own world record, wasn't able to do it. Oh, boy, it looks like blue card there. Let's see what he gets. Nope. Now that bar, he got a bar bobble. Bar dipped, blue card there. All right, next up now, Charlie Connor taking the same 280. To put it in perspective, Charlie is taking a second attempt of 280. He benched 312.5. But he definitely is built like a bench presser. And that's an easy attempt right there for Charlie Connor. 3 white lights. James Townsend. Stan Wajermo is up next from Norway. All right, he was good at 305, took a 10-kilo jump to 315. Stan Wajermo, coached by Dietmar Wolf. The 2 Norwegians both wear deadlift slippers. Neither one of them is wearing a shoe. He and Eikeland are both wearing the deadlift slippers. Oh, man. 3 whites there for Stan. Sounded good. All right, Christopher Eikeland's up now, 340. So he's wearing the slippers there. It's almost like a little piece of sock. Play fair, play clean, try to play true. That is the motto of Norwegian powerlifting. They were one of the drivers in drug-free powerlifting in the IPF, along with the USA. All right, Eikeland's up now, 340. Let's see what the referees say. Turns his feet in when he puts the bar down. And good 2-1 for Eikeland. Got a blue card from the one referee for the bar dipping. I don't think the bar ever dipped. That's okay. All right, Sasha Stedenbach is up now, 342.5. And Ian Bell has put in 371. World record attempt deadlift. All right, so here comes Sasha Stedenbach, 342.5. Should the referees say here 3 white lights for Stedenbach, 342.5. Next up, in Sarkeen, 345. I'm sorry, Semenyenko's up. Nope. Billy is up 362. Nope. Good Lord. I think I'm hungry. I was right first time. Semenyenko's up 342.5. Semenyenko right now stands at 1,042. Sergey Billier already has exceeded the world record total on his opening attempt deadlift, so he's just going to add to that. He's pretty much in good stead right now. He's at 647. And this, it's no good there. Wow, that puts a ton of pressure on him now. Because right now, at this moment, before Billier takes his second, Semenyenko just missed his second. They stand, he is 23, Billier is 23 Wilks points ahead of Semyonenko. Once he completes his third, if Sergey completes his third, he will be 30 Wilks points ahead of him. It's almost an insurmountable lead. Right now, Dmitry Insarkin is up at 345. This will move him. If he makes this, this will move him ahead of Semyonenko in the second. That's why that miss by Semyonenko is so huge. He's keeping his eye on Billier and trying to stay in striking distance of him, but Insarkin is right behind him. He makes this. Insarkin moves in the second ahead of Semyonenko, who just missed. There you go. Insarkin now has just moved in the silver medal position. So Insarkin is now in silver medal position. That's tough for Semyonenko right there. Right now, David Coimbra's up 327.5. Call for, I'm sorry, good at 327.5. Now calling for 345. Going to be followed by Belchier at 355. Billier, your presumptive champion already, world record holder on the total, 362.5. And then Ian Bell's world record attempt at 371. Now remember, guys, you can make 2 changes on your deadlift, third attempt. So let's see what they say. And there he is, double overhand. 3 white lights for David Coimbra, 345. Belchier is up now, 355. It's good at 340. Now trying 355. This will lock him in the 5th place. That's his idea right now, I think, is just kind of to hold on to 5th place. Sasha Stedenbach is pretty good in 4th place. The battle right now is between Semyonenko and Insarkin for the silver medal. Right now, less than 1.5 Wilks points separate Semyonenko and Insarkin. Belchier is good, 355, now up. Sergey Billier, 362.5. This will extend his world record total. He's at 1,055 right now. This will take him to 1,067.5. And move his Wilks from 647 to 654. Now, based on these deadlifts attempts that are in now, see if he makes this. See what happens here. But based on third attempts that are in right now, Semyonenko does not have an attempt in that'll move him into 2nd place. It'll only move him into 2nd place if Insarkin misses his 355 third attempt that he's put in. But right now, Sergey Billier's up 362.5 to extend his world record in total. We'll give him 1,067.5. It's 1,067.5 for Sergey Billier. Another world record in total. Just looks that easy. It looks like he can almost put as much as he wants on that bar today. He's such a controlled lifter. The attempts called by his coaches are just immaculate. That is amazing. All right, now Ian Bell's world record attempt, 371. Well within his capabilities. Ian Bell, the former record holder, is now trying to take his record back. Let's go. 371. Going to be exciting. I'll tell you what, coming down the last pulls, but it kind of evened out pretty well. Here comes Ian. 371. See what he says. Referees say 2-1. 2-1. Ian does a double overhand, and that double overhand really gives you a little bit of an advantage. You pull a little bit less with that, a little bit of shorter distance. Now up Jan Vajera, 280. He missed this on his second attempt. So 371 for Ian Bell. Right now, we got to look at Jan Vajera up, Poland. It's going to be interesting to see with Semenyenko because the number that he has in 342.5 that he missed on his second attempt will only move him in the silver if Insarkeen misses his third attempt at 355. Ian's put in 380. He can always make a change off of that, but he's put in 380. Right now, if he leaves it at 380, I don't think he has 380 in him. But right now, 280 is up, Jan Vajera. And again, not to put too fine a point on it, but why Jan Vajera and Charlie Connor at the back of this flight, you look at the difference. Vajera, this attempt is 100 kilos lighter than the heaviest attempt in this flight. Charlie Connors is 90 kilos lighter. So the two of them, they're strong in the squat, strong in the bench, not great deadlifters, which is basically how you win meets most of the time. Wow, I didn't look like he finished that. Let's see what they say. There he goes. 2-1. Let's see from this angle. It looks better from that angle. Look better from that angle. All right, Charlie Connor's up now, 290. Polish crowd's happy for their countrymen. Tomorrow morning, we have the super heavyweight women. Tomorrow is super heavyweight women, super heavyweight men. Should both be great. Charlie Connor's up now, 290. The women will be on in the morning. Let's see what the referees say. Yeah, 3 reds, obviously. Gentleman's up. Go to 305, go to 315, go to 322.5. He's asked for the bar to be cleaned. All right, well, Jeremo's up now. Jeremo's up 322.5. There's the Norwegian team. Kim Rhino. Let's see what the referees say. For Stian, 3 white lights. There you go. Beautiful. Way to go, Stian. All right, next up now, Dmitry Semenyenko. He missed this on his second attempt. If he makes this, this will only move him in the silver medal position if Insarkeen misses. So Semenyenko's got to make this lift, and Insarkeen's got to miss his 355 for Semenyenko to move up in the silver. Here comes Semenyenko. There's the Ukrainian team. Nope. There he goes. Semenyenko, that gives Insarkeen the silver. That gives Insarkeen the silver. He right now is about 1.5 Wilks points ahead of Semenyenko. That gives him the silver. So he doesn't even need to take his third attempt. Sasha Stedenbach now, 347.5. This will lock him in the 6th place. Pretty well everybody's locked into their places right now. Ian Bell, again, is in at 380. Haven't seen any changes come up yet. Somebody's going to change, though, I'm sure. Stedenbach, 347.5. This will put him at 960 kilos. It's just amazing how many guys are over that. Ian Bell makes his third. He'll be over 960. But Jeremo's over 960. No. Blue card already. Even if he gets it up, he's not going to have a good lift. All right, so he's going to have to be satisfied with 955 in 6th place. Christopher Eichling's up now, 350. Christopher's just pulling for pride here. He doesn't have a bench press in, so he doesn't have a total, but he was good at 325. Took a 15-kilo jump to 340, and now taking a 10-kilo jump to 350. All right, so here's your silver medalist, just pulling to extend his total. This will give him over 990 kilo total, which is just a crazy total for 93. Looks like a good lift. Let's see what the referees say here. 3 white lights for Insarkeen. There you go. Beautiful. Dimitri Insarkeen. Absolutely beautiful at 350. A little crooked on his lift, but it doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to go up. There you go. Totally locked out deadlift. So that gives him 992.5. Billier is at 1,067.5. Just crazy. 3 athletes over 1,000. And 5 over 950. And Insarkeen almost so close to 1,000 kilo total. 7.5 kilos. One more made attempt would have given him that 1,000. But here's Christopher Eikeland right now. Watch when he puts the bar down, how he turns his feet. Eikeland puts the bar down, turns his feet in. See what the referees say. Oh, Christopher went out. Just lost his oxygen there. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. It's a shame you got 2 red lights on that. You got 2 blue cards. All right, Christopher missed that. All right, now he's up at 360, 362 and a half. Sofiane Belxier is up. Belxier. He's also over 1,000. He's at 1,017. This will give him 1,025 total. Massive total at 105. Last year at Worlds, there was a super battle between Belxier, Semenyenko, and Billier in Orlando. It was just crazy. And here they are battling again. And the lighter man, the 93 kilo lifter Insarkeen, is in silver medal position. The session's being dominated by the 105s. All right, here he comes. Sofiane Belxier. Belxier at 362 and a half. Ian Bell still has 380 sitting there. Sergey Billier at 375. It's a nice jump right there. 12 and a half kilos for him. Wow, it'll give him 1,080. 1,080 if Billier makes that. Wow. Belxier did not get it up. Now we have a change. David Coimbra has jumped up to 371 and a half to take the deadlift world record from Ian Bell. I believe he also tried a deadlift world record at Open Worlds last year. This is a huge jump. It's a 26 and a half kilo jump. I mean, that's just amazing from second to third. Can he pull it? I don't know. But it's just a huge jump. He took a 17 and a half kilo jump from first to second. Now a 26 and a half kilo jump from second to third. All right, Coimbra's up 371.5. Why not? You know, he's an eighth. This will move him in the sixth, but he's an eighth no matter what. Well, he just barely broke it off the ground. Now, Sergey Billier, 375. Going to give him a massive 1,080 total. It'll move him from 654 Wilks points to 662. Now, as great as Sergey's performance is today, whether he misses or makes this, he still does not have the highest Wilks. He still would not be the best lifter in the meet. That right now belongs to Sergey Fyodorenko at 677, I believe. So here he comes. Sergey Billier, 375. Very quickly becoming one of the best lifters in the history of the sport. 27 years old. And there he goes. It's 1,080 for Sergey Billier. 1,080 for Sergey Billier. That is just absolutely crazy. Unbelievable. Now, Ian Bell up at 380 to see if he can extend his world record. Now, the world record in this class is actually owned in the 105s is owned by David Coimbra's cousin, Annabelle Coimbra from Luxembourg. Right now, Ian Bell's up 380, trying to smash the world record he just set. There's Charles Okpoko. Charles had a great performance, took the silver medal. And will now be doing Olympic weightlifting as well. Jeff Douglas there cheering him on, coaching. And coached by his father, Gene Bell, IPF world champion in his own right. Just give it a ride here, Ian. Just locked out his knees a little bit early. I mean, that's the way Ian deadlifts, though. But he gave it a shot. So there we go. We had a great session here. I mean, Billier the champion did what Billier the champion is supposed to do, right? Came in and won this thing. He had 1,080 total and a 662 Wilks. And Sarkeen came in a 992.5 total and a 629 Wilks. Semenyenko took the bronze, 1,042 total and a 624. So he made another attempt. He could have gotten the silver. Instead, he's got bronze here. We also had a world record deadlift by Ian Bell, 93 kilos, 371. And we had a world record total set on his opener and extended with his second and third attempt deadlifts by Sergey Billier. The world record is at 1,080. 1,080 in the 105 class. Just amazing. All right, guys, thanks. I'm going to go take a little break, have some dinner, and then I'll be back tomorrow morning for the women super heavyweights and the male super heavyweights. Should be great. Thank you.